Two crypto giants head-to-head, one vital question: which one truly stands above the rest? On one side, Binance, the global titan. On the other, Crypto.com, the fast-rising challenger. Let's cut through the hype and dive into what really matters. We'll hand out points in each category, and when it's over, you'll know exactly who wins. The winner could surprise you. Here's a quick mind map for today's showdown. We're breaking this down by supported cryptocurrencies, fees and pricing, user experience, security and trust, card perks, yields and staking, and then global reach and their ecosystem. So yeah, if you want the big picture, that's what we're comparing. Okay, first up, supported cryptocurrencies. Binance honestly just kinda flexes here. They support over 600 cryptocurrencies, which is actually wild. Like, if you want to trade something obscure, chances are it's here. But full transparency, it can be a little much for someone starting out. Now, Crypto.com, pretty respectable, 250 plus coins. That's enough for most folks, especially casual investors, but yeah, it doesn't compare to Binance's monster selection. So winner here, yep, Binance takes it. Next, let's talk about fees and pricing. Binance has some of the lowest trading fees around, starting from just 0.1%. If you're holding their BNB token, things get even cheaper. But you gotta actually hold BNB or trade in big volumes to get those juicy discounts. On the other hand, Crypto.com has a super clear, transparent fee layout, and they give you discounts if you use their CRO token. But standard fees are higher, starting at 0.4%, and those CRO rewards can swing like crazy depending on the crypto market. So not hard to guess, Binance still comes out ahead. Alright, now user experience. This is where Crypto.com really shines. Binance has everything, the tools, the charts, like professionals love it, but if you're a beginner, honestly it can feel like you just walked into the cockpit of an airplane. Crypto.com's app though? Super clean, really intuitive, tons of guides for people just getting started. It may not have all the bells and whistles for hardcore traders, but if you want something that doesn't make your head spin, Crypto.com nails it. This round, Crypto.com is the clear winner. Oh, and here's something cool I found out. Did you know Binance processes over $65 billion in trades every single day? That is an insane amount of crypto flying around. Moving on to security and trust. Binance has a reputation for compliance and security, industry leading by a lot of standards. But let's not ignore the elephant in the room: they've been fined or investigated in a few countries. On Crypto.com's side, they store all user funds in cold storage with Ledger, and they're regulated in tons of regions. Only thing is, to get the absolute top security perks, you usually have to stake CRO tokens, so there's a little homework involved. Still, honestly, Crypto.com edges ahead here. Next, debit and Visa card perks. So Binance has their own card offering up to 8% cashback, which sounds awesome, but you gotta hold a ton of BNB to qualify for that kind of return. Crypto.com does it a bit differently. 5 different Visa card tiers, cashback up to 5%, those fancy metal cards everyone likes to flex on Instagram. Downside, cashback is in CRO and the lower tiers have limits. Overall, Crypto.com's card just feels a bit more accessible and honestly a little cooler, so it wins here. Let's roll into yields, staking, and earning passive income. Binance offers rates up to 20% APY on certain coins, huge, and there's a good mix between flexible and locked products. The catch though? The biggest rates are usually on less popular coins, or you have to lock up your assets for a bit. Crypto.com, pretty solid too, up to 14.5%, and you can even link it with their DeFi wallet. But for top-tier APYs you need to stake lots of CRO, still good, just not as high or as diverse as Binance, so Binance gets the nod. Finally, global reach and ecosystem. Binance is a monster, over 150 million users, peer-to-peer options in more countries than I can count, tons of liquidity. Not gonna lie, it's the global heavyweight. Drawback? It's not available in some heavily regulated markets. Crypto.com, though, is no slouch, 80 million users across 90 countries, and they're beefing up their DeFi and NFT game. But it still feels a bit smaller compared to Binance overall. So again, Binance takes it. Here's a side-by-side radar chart. Just looking at all the categories, you can see Binance is dominating in most of them, but Crypto.com is holding its own when it comes to user-friendliness and security. So to wrap this up, here's my take. If you're an advanced trader, you love that coin variety, you want cheap trades, Binance just has more to offer. But if you're newer to crypto, you want things to be simple or card perks matter to you, Crypto.com is honestly way more approachable and a bit more like peace of mind friendly. If you want to support our channel, feel free to use our affiliate link given in video description. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video.